Thank you so much for coming back to join us. We are back yet again with another awesome video, up to date, to the minute. I like being in the same room with her, but I have to do it digitally today. Hello, Miss Amber Coleman. How are you, my love?
Hello, and thank you for having me. I know I like to usually rub shoulders with you,
I
but
gotta
we
give
can
a
kind of
hey.
pretend.
I'm so grateful because you and I are not in the same state today, but we are in the same mindset, which I love. And I know that you just came out of
Mhm.
a convention for your company where you came out feeling extremely hopeful for what's happening in our industry. And that's not the message that's happening in the news, and certainly not the message within our industry, even from our counterparts right now. Let's give a rundown of kind of what the hell we think is going to be happening, what we see for the future of Las Vegas and real estate and home buying. And then I want to hear about this amazing new grant program, free money,
Yeah,
people. We love free money, so that people can decide if this might be something that they want to take advantage of. What do you think?
yeah, let's do it.
Awesome.
So,
So, go ahead. You give me the rundown. So I know you spoke to a few economists this weekend, some very smart people. Tell me what they're seeing in the next 5 to 6 years for Las Vegas as far as it goes with housing.
well, they more talked about like nationally, what's going to happen with housing, and they're not expecting for our house prices to decrease anytime soon. So
Right.
what I was hearing is that 5 to 7 years, they're expecting to see an incline. Now, nobody's going to expecting it to incline like it did the last 2 years. And to be
Right.
honest with you, we don't want it to.
No,
We want a sustainable market where our kids can buy houses in the future too, right?
absolutely.
We
Right.
don't want it to move that fast. We want it to be able to move move as fast as people's income levels are going up,
Right. And
basically.
income levels are not really elevating right now. So that's definitely not something, it needs to definitely be rematched again. So,
Yeah,
but the
balance.
appreciation is still going to lift. It's just not going to spike like it once did. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so we're looking at an increase of appreciation. So when you're hearing all these things that, oh, it's going to crash, it's going to crash, it's going to crash. Honestly, if you look at the hardcore data, it's going to do the exact opposite of that.
Yep.
So I'd hate to listen to the negativity out there and then
Yes.
find yourself like some people did during COVID, where even like 2020, remember we were doing these videos back then and we were
Yep.
like, hey, home ownership's never been as important as it is right now.
Yep.
And some people were like, no, it's going to crash. Well, those people just got screwed.
Yep.
Right. And
People
so,
who waited got screwed. People who listened to the negativity got screwed as well. And that's not our goal, is to unscrew you with some of the programs that we're talking about this week for sure.
yeah, never listen to the negativity. So
I
let's
love
fill
it.
you with a little bit of hope of those programs that are out there.
Absolutely. And I know the other thing that pauses people is the interest rate. I know people, oh, the interest rates suck, things are rising, da 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 da. We need to just deliver the truth, and the truth only, to you right now, which is
Mhm.
during COVID, during the pandemic, and frankly, right even before the pandemic, interest rates had never been lower in the history of history when it comes to interest rates and
Mhm.
buying houses. So we got a little bit spoiled, like you say. You like to say we get on a sugar high, and we absolutely did. So we have to really check ourselves and shift perspective and realize that you cannot look at COVID or even just right before COVID and think that that's the baseline. The baseline is where we are kind of right now. This is still really good rates. They're definitely gone up a little bit, but we do see them easing a bit, and we're hoping to see more of that as we go. But do not expect
Mhm.
or wait for a 2% or a 1.5% or some BS low, super really low, something that's unsustainable, kind of an interest rate, because that's just not sustainable for our country. That's not sustainable for anybody, and it's not going to continue to come back to us. I think we need to expect that this is kind of what interest rates look like for a little while. What do you think?
Well, interest rates right now are back to where they were before COVID.
Yep.
And to be honest with you, after they dropped the interest rates to those crazy twos that I never thought in 20 years that I'd ever see anything as
That was
crazy as that.
that was like a
But
straight
look,
candy cane, right?
yeah, we were
Yeah.
that was good candy stuff, but look at what we're dealing with after that happened now, right? So those dropped that low, everybody got used to it, and now inflation is crazy.
Yep.
Everything is crazy high because the market was stimulated in such a high level
Yep.
and then wasn't unstimulated quickly enough, right? It had to
Right.
be stimulated because when COVID happened, all craziness broke loose, right?
Right. Well, I mean, and I bring this up because, we can tell people that appreciation is going to still happen, and that's great. That feels great for sellers and people who are buying anyway, regardless, because they have to. But for someone who's on the fence to buying, they may be saying, okay, there may not be a crash, but I'm going to wait till interest rates drop. Great, good idea, but better idea is get in now so you're making money on the appreciation of your home. And when interest rates drop, if they do, refinance, take advantage of it then. At least you're in the house and you know that you're appreciating no matter what. So I think it's just, my nose is super itchy. Oh, it's so allergy weather right now. Sorry. But for
Everything's
people,
booming.
It's so, and that dust storm too. But anyway, for people who are on the fence trying to decide, do I buy, do I not? Do I move to Vegas? Do I not? I'm in Vegas. Do I even bother? Should I just be a renter forever? The answer is yes, you should buy. And you just need to let us, the experts, help you determine when, what your timing is, what programs work for you so that you're getting the best, most maximized experience of all. A lot of those experience, especially from our buyers who are new to this, or really even if you're not new to this and you just want to take advantage of what's out there, a lot of people don't realize there is free money still sitting out there to be utilized. We have a lot of grant programs that come out every single year. Amber and I are constantly bringing those to the forefront to discuss what's available. Grant programs come and go, right? They're a grant for a reason. There's a set amount of money that's typically assigned to it. So we want to bring you this information right on the minute. We just found out about this week. There is a new grant program available before the money runs out, right? So if you're thinking about taking advantage of some free money programs, you're on the fence, this might get you off the fence to realize, oh, and I can get a free amount of money to go towards what I'm doing. Let me hear about it. So give me the tea, serve it up, girl. I'm ready to listen. Tell me about
serving it up. Okay. So this is a conventional program. So first time home buyer, conventional program. There's income limits on it. And the program itself, because it's for first time home buyers, they actually have discounted interest rates on it too. So you're getting a little bit better interest rate than you would on a normal conventional program.
Okay.
Right?
So it's not only free money, but it's giving you a break on the interest rate.
It's giving you, yeah. Yep. It's giving you a break on the interest rate compared to other conventional loans. So like this is a 3% down conventional loan for first time home buyers, income based. So there's a break on the rate, and you can get anywhere between $1,000 and $2,500 to go towards closing costs or down payment, depending on where your income goes, like where your household income is. So we're going to look at your household income and say you fit into this category, this category, this category, and then that determines how much money you can get back. So because you fit into a certain category, you're able to get money. So it's never hurts to ask, right?
You should always
like you don't want to just leave money like that on the table. It's not money that you have to pay back. Like
that's what I love about you, Amber, is like
you're
always helping people take advantage of all these programs. A lot of lenders don't want to waste their time looking at what might work for them, looking at not like, and I'm not trying to talk smack about other lenders, but I've just worked with enough to know that there's many lenders who take a straight line approach to what they're doing. If you do or don't qualify, yes or no, they won't help you with your credit. They won't put a game plan together. They're not going to waste their time looking for free money programs because it's more paperwork for them. It's just kind of a nightmare, if you ask me, when I see people who look at the industry that we have right now, look at what's happening in the market, and see the types of buyers that are out there who are not willing to help. So I just want to thank you and your team for always being willing to help, pay it forward, and just realize that, we're not just here trying to make a buck. We're trying to honestly, genuinely trying to help people and help people become homeowners, because home has never been more important, and it's never been more possible, in my opinion, with all these new programs coming out.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you so much. I always feel so good, Mary. And Laci's a good cheerleader out there, right?
I got my pom-poms over here. I need pom-poms and you need a wizard hat, and we're going to make that happen. You're the wizard
next time, wizard hat and pom-poms.
We're totally doing this. That's the weirdest video ever. We're going to do a cosplay video dressed up as our alter ego.
Yeah, for sure. But honestly, like with home buying, because some people will say be a renter forever. I've been a renter before. I've been a renter in my adult life a couple times. The last time I had the worst landlord a person can possibly have. She was trying to sell the house every other day. She'd send people to check on the house, making sure the weeds were picked, making sure whatever was done on the house. And I realized at that time that when I'm renting, I'm still making a payment. I realized that I didn't own my life. I have my own fears to overcome. I don't also want to worry about the landlord's fears of whatever she feels like she needs to sell, or he feels like he needs to sell, and to be able to worry about if they're going to raise my rent next month. If you get a house, you're in a 30-year fix, you don't have to worry about your mortgage payment. And I have the ability to pay something off for my future so I can retire in that house and not have to worry about it. So there's so many fears that are out there around renting.
Too. It just adds layers and layers of stress to your everyday life of not only do I have to worry about work and making money and my kids and my family and my dogs and all that, I have to worry about some butthead landlord that just doesn't have enough time on, or has too much time on their hands. Doesn't have enough to do to come and check up on whether or not my grass is an inch too long and then give me a fine for it and try to squeeze money out of me. It's just it's unnecessary burden and unnecessary stress. That's just really scary.
It is scary. And I'm a total believer in, I know you said haters come on all the time and talk about, well, we're just trying to sell houses. No, we are believers in home ownership.
Yeah.
And why shouldn't we share that with the world? If
Yeah.
we
I think
believe
you're
it
right.
that deeply, let's share it, because
Yeah.
there's no better place. And honestly, your foundation as a person, as a mom, as a dad, it starts with the stability of having a house that you don't have to worry about moving out of
Mhm.
unless you choose to. You're
Yep.
dealing with your own fears, not somebody else's.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
100%.
to the core of me, I believe home ownership is definitely the way to go. So, by all means, we are trying to sell houses, but it's because we believe that that is the best place for a person to
Yeah.
be.
I love it.
So,
I love you. I'm so grateful for you. And I'm so grateful that you and I have decided to do this quick series of videos this week. I mean, it's just, we're going to just keep driving them home on the channel, one after another after another. Of here's another program that makes it possible. Here's another grant program that makes it possible. Here's another loan program. Because for me, there's nothing but negativity out there. So we've got to do the opposite. So we're bringing the spark, hoping that you, if you're watching this video, that you've been inspired a little bit to understand that, you're not out of the game if you've taken yourself out of the game. And if you're on the fence, you should get off the fence and talk to us. Click the link in the description below, text us, call us, email us, whatever you want to do. We are very, very focused on trying to help you understand the reality of your situation, which is very different from everybody around you. So stop listening to your auntie, stop listening to your brother, stop talking to your boss, and come and talk to the experts who are in this industry, in this city, who know what's possible for you. And we'll tell you if it's not possible. We'll give it to you straight, but we need to be able to take a look at your situation first and make a real assessment with knowledge of what's happening around us. So thank you for letting us know about this awesome new free money program. It's like free money because it's free money, and then free money because they give you a better rate. That's amazing. And I'm excited. So if you are tuning in this week, again, check out all the rest of our videos. We've got a lot of other stuff coming out this week. And I don't know, anything else, Amber? Am I missing anything on this program?
I think we covered it. I think we
All
covered it.
right.
So,
Stay tuned. We'll be back soon. And then again, tune in live to me and Amber. We do once a week an update on the real estate market, loan programs, all the cool stuff that's happening. We love you. We want you to be a homeowner. And if anything, the bottom line is we want you living your best Las Vegas life. And that's the ultimate goal. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
bye. Thanks, guys.